Hello, hello, and welcome to the fourth, well, it's not really an hour, but the fourth part of week 7 here of Lost Initiative. Just finished taking out the boss. Everybody's alive and breathing, and that's what we're going to pick up. So let's do it.
Okay. So you guys finish your reactions. Somebody get this off of me. Grumman walks over saying.
Yeah, Grumman went to first grab his axe and then pick up the guy.
Priorities in order.
So go ahead. So goes over, grabs his axe, and then picks the guy up off the ground. And go ahead, guys. Or I should say, go ahead, Addo.
Grumman has the dude over his shoulder and is like, what do we do with this?
Oh, man. Blood is just pouring down your shoulder and like soaking your tunic and stuff. Like so bad.
Nothing that hasn't happened before.
Fair enough.
I point and I said inside. Obviously get the body off the street. Let's get inside. And my first order of business here is to peek into the bar itself. We'll go back through here, I guess, and see how things are going in here.
Sure. So you go ahead, you make your way in, and one of the things that you don't see is Ashram. Inside the bar, you don't see him right away. But there is some commotion in the bar. Everybody's kind of like really quiet and still, and like the bar's actually the people that are still in there are rather quiet and still, but like a good number of them have left. You know, there's that smell kind of chased away the a good number of the business. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So there's
but there's no guards. It's quiet, and Ashram is missing.
So you kind of walking in, looking around, and yeah, that's exactly the case. The bartender here kind of turns around and looks at you, and like kind of looks nervous at first, and then he kind of like gestures towards the door.
Oh, like he left. Got it. I'll nod, and then I'll head in and away and meet up with the party back here somewhere.
Back up here.
Yeah.
So you want them to all come in?
Yeah, I just want to get the only like thing I said is get the body off the streets.
Yep, no problem. And we did that. Look at this. Body's here.
Look at that. So all I'll say is bar's quiet. Ashram left.
Oh yeah, and I put the body on my one shoulder, but I gave Addo an orc back ride back in.
Nice. I'll look to Rye and then Otto and just say, "Are you both okay?"
I've been better.
I shrugs it off. She's like, "Did you see my moves? That was amazing."
Do you look all kinds of fucked up, Otto?
I'm feeling pretty worse for wear, but your healing certainly did a number on me.
I'm just looking to see what I can do here.
Carrying him. Giving him an orc back ride.
I can. I think what I may do is just climb down and kind of situate myself. Maybe do a little bit of Song of Rest here, if this is maybe an opportunity to get that going.
So you guys want to do a Song of Rest? Maybe not even in the back hall, but in the tavern itself might be a more comfortable place to do that.
Sure.
You can get like food and drink. But I think Math is about to say something.
If we're gonna head into the tavern to chill, I would suggest just bringing the body upstairs and leaving it upstairs temporarily while we kind of catch a breath.
So should Grumman go in there?
I can. Oh, you're all fucking bloodied up.
Yeah.
Change your shirt. Just change your shirt. Take his shirt.
I don't have a shirt on.
Otto, get a round of
Put
Otto.
on the shirt.
Rye disappears upstairs and then reemerges with a bucket of ice water and just fucking dumps it on Grumman.
Oh, Grumman, it's so cold. It's so cold. It
Grumman
reminds you of the baths you used to take when you were a kid.
like squeals, and then he like realizes that he squealed, and then he like tries to like pretend that it didn't happen.
Otto is just
was that for?
beaming. Otto was over like at the other side of the room doing something else, but as soon as he hears it, he just like turns around and just gonna biggest grin.
Rye like stares at Otto like they just heard the greatest thing in the world.
Okay.
At least you're clean though.
I'll
Grumman looks down, and he like shrugs.
I'll just look to the party. I'll get a round of drinks and I'll meet you in the dining room upstairs. Because that was like a dining room, right? That was like a big table with chairs and shit, right? Yeah.
Yep, like a meeting room. Yep.
Yeah, I'll meet you in the meeting room upstairs with drinks.
So Thonk goes and gets the drinks or whatever. So
Yeah.
Thonk, let's snag you up for a second.
Just because I feel like I'm the cleanest out of everybody right now. So-
As you come here, you see something through the doorway.
What is that? Is that guards? That's Ashram, right?
Yep. And he seems to be having a conversation with the guards out there and just kind of like standing there and watching for a minute. After like having like a bit of a conversation with them.
No.
Finally, he's like, yeah. And you see him kind of hand over like a sack to them. And the guy's like being a little indignant at first. He's like, he like puts his hands forward, like, you can arrest me if you want. And then like as he continues talking and gesturing, he kind of reaches down and pulls out a second but like larger sack. And he's like gesturing towards them. And the guy like looks at it and looks at him angrily and looks at it, looks at him angrily and takes it. And he just kind of like waves away the other guards. And and they all like all of them go leave. You know what I mean?
Okay. Oh, that was going one of two ways, and I was I was a little afraid. I thought he was ratting us out. So
He wants to pay us.
unless he gets us arrested, then he doesn't have to pay us at all.
But he's paying off the guards. That's why he was there.
No, I know. That's why it was going one of two ways. So he walks back in.
So he walks back in, and in the doorway, he just kind of stands there and he looks around like, this place cleared out quick. And then he tosses a wry smile over at the young lady he was having conversation with before and sits back down to continue the conversation with her. But one of the things he does say to her as he's sitting down, you witnessing this, is, I have to button this up quickly, but I don't want to be rude. And
Yeah, I get you there. So I just walk over to the bar, just give him like the 4. Actually, no, I give him the 5. I give him the 5 because of Ashram.
Yep.
5.
So he gets 5 drinks, and he gestures to the serving girl that's standing here, like, you want her to carry them?
I shake it in my head no.
Okay. He hands you the 5 drinks, and we watch Thonk practice his skills. To be fair, I think you can carry 5 cups there, Mathis, but maybe Thonk doesn't have all.
They all gotta have handles, man. This is like the medieval times.
You grab them at the top.
Yeah,
That's super
like a pincer
sanitary.
move like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, schoolboys over here never had a drink.
yeah.
Listen, I at a game can carry 5 cups, but
Yeah, you do the you know. But anyways,
so yeah.
You grab the drinks and you make your way upstairs. The 5 of you make your way upstairs. I'll just navigate you up there really quickly to make it nice and easy. And
where is it?
each
there we
of
go.
you guys grab your spot around the table or whatever. It's not a big deal. And and you can have your.
I prop the dead body up at the head chair.
Did we loot it yet?
I mean, why wouldn't you be able to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was just wondering if we had done it yet.
Oh no. I mean, I imagine maybe Addo immediately, like while being orc back ridden, you know, he's just kind of like sitting there and, you know.
While Otto's face was, while Otto was looking through the new hole in this man's body, he was taking some time to rummage through his pockets.
Of course.
Can I check this door? What is this
Like the-
door?
Like the gentleman that you are, of course.
Oh yeah.
So first things first. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not selecting the wrong thing here. Grabbing at this door. That was weird, but okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. So grabbing at the door. Oh no, you guys can see the fog of war.
I can see like white panels and all.
Yeah. I just took away the fog of war. It doesn't matter. So you guys can go in there and you can see that there's inside there's a storage room. There's like a rack with some like stuff on it, like little scrolls and whatnot, books. Like you can see, it's just where they keep their paperwork. And there's 2 chests that have some very obvious and skilled locks on them.
Okay.
Inside the room itself, as you can see where Grauman's sitting, because Grauman loves books, kind of goes and plops himself in front of it. There's a book sitting open inside the table there. There's candlelight on the table. And there is a map sitting up on the wall over at this spot right here. The map is showing, it's a map of Fasat itself, showing like little different like regions and kind of drawn off. As a matter of fact, Ryan, all the years that you've lived in the city, which is all of your years, you have never seen a map of Fasat written so well and so accurate as this. It's like you can pinpoint out every location. You can even see like
I'm
basically.
just gonna take the map off the wall and roll it up.
It's a very, very large map. So if you want to do that without harming it, it would take someone else to assist you in doing so. But you totally an option to do so. And you could tell Rye again that looking at this, that a lot of these pathways and everything, they're like little shortcuts or whatever that you've used in the past. They're they're all like labeled on there. All these little fun ways that you've done. So it's interesting seeing this. There aren't any push pins or anything like that to like signify areas of significance. If you guys spend a moment to look at that before Gromit just kind of comes over and goes. You don't notice anything like that. But while you're kind of absorbing all this, what do you guys say for like the last, let's say, 30 seconds before I interrupt you?
Still don't trust Ashram.
Right, like cracks her knuckles, and she's like, "I'll be back in a sec," and goes into the chest room.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
I'm gonna take this map.
Otto actually makes his way back over to the well.
What level is Unseen Servant? Is that a 0 or is it first?
That's a level.
First level.
Okay.
What was in the book, or could I not read it? Was it in another language?
It is written in another language, yes, one that you're not familiar with.
Can't read
Oh
book.
wait, let me check out that book.
What's it say? Can't read.
So Rai goes over and sits there and looks at the book, and the characters she's familiar with, but the words she can't read. So she's looking at it and she can't understand the like she can see the character, like this is the same characters that Damarin uses and whatnot, the same alphabet, but it doesn't make sense.
Actually,
and then
it does.
and then she remembers that something of significance she had picked up before, and she kind of reaches down into her pack and she pulls out this like this like magnifying glass that she has, and holding it up and looking at it over it. As she passes the magnifying glass over the book, she's actually able to read all of the words. It actually starts to make sense.
Oh shit.
So she's looking over and she's actually able to see and read the words. So spending like a minute or so looking at it, just roll me an investigation really quick. But because I'm about to cut you short there, Sam, roll it to me with disadvantage, please. And then I'm going to interrupt you.
Well, dang.
All right, so kind of takes a moment to look at it, and she is trying to like digest the information that's inside there. But right about as she's starting to like read more than say like 10, 11 words, you hear Addo, whatever it is you want to say, Addo's response to Ashram walking through the curtain and into the room that he's in, kind of leaning over and.
Rice, immediately upon hearing Addo, stuffs the book into her bag.
Okay.
Otto is mouthful of water. Oh, hey, Ashram. Still drinking. Doesn't even bother
Of course.
stopping.
Hello, Addo. It seems as though you need a new shirt.
You need to try this water.
Thank you. And he
I hate this man. I hate this man. I hate this man. I hate this
he walks past you. And
I was supposed to drink.
he comes in and stands in the room and kind of regards everybody else and looks around and, at like the various splats of blood on the floor and stuff like that. And you brought the corpse up here, so wherever you have it slumped and all the blood that's pouring out of it, wherever it is that you chose
It's
to.
actually sitting at the head chair where the book was.
you can get pushed off. It doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah. So you so you guys are standing there and having so he regards all of you and he's like, I have to say, well done. Very, very well done. I genuinely. Your work is remarkable, and as I've said beforehand, you will be rewarded for the work that you've done so far. The question I have to ask is, what kind of reward is it that you're looking for? If you're just looking for more gold, I can easily do that for you. If you're looking for something a little bit more, I can always provide that as well. I told you before that if you were to accomplish this task, and I am a man of my word, that I'd be willing to give you a piece of it. I would like to offer the four of you to stay on my payroll for some time. You don't have to stick around and be my lapdogs that fetch me whatever it is that I need from day to day. You're well beyond that kind of stuff. Actually, I'd like to put you on my payroll for when it is that I do need you. I could summon you.
Rye butts in. She's got her feet on the table and she's looking at it now. And she's like, funny thing about payroll, you have to be paid to be on it. And then she throws a glare at him.
And all of you have been paid so far, and I will continue to pay you moving forward. Is this something that you're interested in?
I'm having a hard time right now. There's such an opportunity here. Okay, so what is right?
Rye stands up and she's like, I didn't get paid the first time, bucko.
I'm sorry, you stole my dead cousin's sword.
He's dead! It's not stealing if they're dead.
It's a family heirloom. It was stolen from my vault. You've paid yourself.
I'll just pay myself again then.
Just be lucky that's the only thing that you took.
She's ignoring him and just proceeds to work on the locks.
I wouldn't do that. They're all trapped.
Still ignoring him.
Oh, she's okay.
Right opens the first chest.
So goes over and opens the first chest. However, make me a reflex save.
Reflex isn't a thing. Do you mean like a dex save?
Dex save, yeah.
Sorry, old words. So goes over and picking at the lock, actually does pick the lock open. However, as soon as she hits the spring that pops the lock, it also hits another spring that shoots a needle out of the front of the chest into Rye. Make me a con save.
Come on, Rye, motherfucker! Come on! Yeah!
All right. Well, okay.
You hear like a yelp from the other room, then you just hear like, I'm fine!
Hold on.
Otto comes rushing in with a cup of water.
She high fives. Just like pours it over her face. Like a...
She takes in poison damage the total of 6 from the attack, because that was quite the lethal needle. But the lock is picked.
Right, feels woozy, but she shakes it off, opens up what we got.
Absolutely. And so you open it up and you look inside there and you see that there is various supplies. So immediately you see that there is like clothing, like the dark robes that they were wearing before. There's some thieves' tools, kind of moving stuff out of the way. You see there's a few daggers inside there. There is a something that's kind of wrapped up in cloth and shaped like a book.
Grab it.
You grab the cloth wrapped book. You
Yep.
move a couple of other things out of this. Do you like open it immediately, or do you keep looking?
No, I'm just fucking looting up.
Okay. Going down below, you see some scattered coins at the bottom down there.
Grab the coins.
She's like one at a time picking up the coins or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm just humming as I'm doing it. Adam's like next to me as my entourage.
I'm scouting things out like, oh, there's a good one.
Yeah.
There's a few
I'm
bits
just passing things up to you as I like go through it.
There's a few bits of jewelry and whatnot as you guys are doing this. And so as they kind of off in the other room and doing that, he then turns to the other two, the two that are still standing in the room and looking at him, and he says,
I've made a decision on what I want to do.
he says, it seems as though the group's decision has been made. He'll just take the money. Well then, if there's nothing else that need be done, strip the place for what it's worth. I don't care. I don't need these things. These are their things, not mine.
I hold my hand up and I'll take a step forward.
Mm-hmm.
And I for the first time, you like, if you actually look at Thonk's face, it's like genuine emotion there, but it's just anger.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's gritting his teeth. He's been clenching his fists this whole time that he's been talking, and he takes a step forward and simply says, I was sent to the city for one purpose, and since arriving, all I've been is a lapdog for this or that or the other, and none of which have benefited my church or my purpose. And now here I am creating a power vacuum so that you can step forward and take power. So what? We can become your lackeys or get paid cash or take whatever it is that you wish to offer us. I see a better option, one that will serve my purpose.
So a few things that you pose here, friend. First of all, again, the reason why your people have done so well in this region is because of my family. And so you're welcome for that. But if you're looking for something for your people to do, I most certainly can use people that are willing to get the job done.
There's
Now,
that word again.
I don't need rogues scuttling through the dark of night and cutting purses and stuff. I don't need that. What I need is warriors that are willing to grab those rogues by the throat and squeeze until they snap. I'm not trying to hide in the shadows, or at least have my people hide in the shadows. I'm trying to shine a light into those shadows. So if you want something for your people to do, then have them come work for me, because I need people that are willing to overthrow the Shadow Lords. I'm not looking to replace them. I'm not looking to run the black market. I'm not looking to sell sex slaves. I am looking to overthrow them and destroy the regime that they've built over the course of years at the blood, sweat, and tears of others. I am not here to enslave anybody. I have deep respect for your people. You've met Forston. You know who one of my greatest companions is. I've known him since I was a boy.
Grommen controls the anger for a moment and looks again stoic, listening to him, the words. Maybe a perceptive.
Yeah, you mean Thonk, I think.
Thonk? Did I say Grommen? Sorry.
Yeah, it's cool.
Or orc, one of the half orcs, whatever. Not the one I'm controlling. True. But if you're paying close attention to Thonk, if you're perceptive enough to realize, like, whenever he uses the words like use or hire or that kind of thing, like just like his fist will clench just a little bit, or like his eyebrow will twitch. But at the end of his speech, he'll just take a deep breath and say, "So you wish to hire my people then? I can count on you to ensure that my people have a place in this city for as long as you're here."
Grumman butts in and says, "Your people?"
As in, I like look to you and gesture like, orcs are kind.
Hey, thanks a lot.
God damn it!
So
We're people too, Thonk.
Yeah. He seems genuinely surprised that that's even a question. You know what I mean? Like that you would even ask him whether or not orcs would have a place where it is that they have where it is that he has position. And he's like, absolutely. The facts that there are your people living in this city that are not so easily succumb by the wills, the wishes, the gold and whatnot that's being offered by the Shadow Lords is the reason why this city has been so loosely grasped by them up until you guys intervened and removed that grasp, severed it at the wrist. So yes, obviously, not only was I raised to love these people, beyond that, they're the reason why I have an opportunity to give my family another chance. You've been all throughout my keep. I played in those basements when I was a boy during the war. You think that I don't know my own way around an axe? I learned how to swing an axe before I knew how to hold a rapier. I know how to handle myself, and I know how to speak to them. You are different. You are different. And you and I don't see eye to eye, but that doesn't matter. If what you're looking for, well, they clearly just want the loot in the other room, and they're welcome to it. If all you want is a place for your people to have work to do that's consistent, security, safety, and not to get screwed, consider the deal struck.
This is gonna go. So, at that, like he says, consider the deal struck. Without hesitating, Thonk reaches his hand out to give him like a handshake as like deal.
Okay. He will take his hand to shake on deal.
On the hand grasp, I'd like to cast a spell.
Sure, go right ahead.
Inflict wounds.
Sure.
And as the spell is cast, no longer are my people to serve your kind. Let the chaos flow and let my people rise. And I'm just gonna try and kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to roll to hit, or does the
No.
handshake-
You hit
Okay.
automatically. Roll your damage. Wow. Woo! It's a lot of fucking damage right there.
That is
It's my last
crazy.
spell. I just want the power vacuum empty. That is my goal at this point.
Meanwhile, Rye hands Addo one of the thieves' kits and is showing him how to pick the other lock.
Okay.
Ramen.
Sadly, that's not enough to kill this guy,
Yeah, that's
and so you have to roll initiative. As he
yeah.
just told you, he spent from when he was a child being raised around orc warriors during a time of war.
Ramen is
He's still
going
only
to
a
intervene
human.
here also and try to stop Thunk. And I don't know, do I have to roll initiative too, I guess?
To jump in and try to interfere, yes.
Yeah.
Addo, we're fucking picking locks, bro. Roll 1d20
Oh.
plus.
I totally didn't. There we go. I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
Okay, that's painful. All right. Oh, I have to redescend. So,
The thieves first.
but Ryan and Addo, aren't you guys just sitting in the other room and picking locks?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't.
I mean, we got pulled in by the hype. What do you want from me?
So exciting! So exciting!
This is our story arc on our turn. Don't worry.
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
can just,
yeah.
you can just drop me out if I'm not supposed to be in this.
No, you're good. Please, Thunk.
I will
handing-
swing with my mace because I have no more spells. Unless I can do Sacred Flame, which is what?
You can just tell us what you're doing every time it's your guys' turn.
It's a deck save, though.
I mean, I handed a little thieves' kit to Addo, and I'm like, "This is how you do it." He's like picking the lock of the other chest.
I was very excited to learn.
So either I swing at him or I make him make a deck save. I'm trying to figure out which one I want. I guess I'll swing at him. Just mace it. Yes. Thank you.
That'll work.
Jesus, Michael. Oh,
Thunk.
God.
3, that's it. Plus, did that add the +1 or no? I clicked on just mace.
Right? Yeah, it did.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, you can just hover over it.
Mhm.
All right, 3 more damage. That's all I did, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, he says. Okay.
I didn't drop him in 2 hits. It's gonna be a problem because now Gromman's gonna try and stop me.
All right, now it's Gromman's turn.
Ramen is going to try to intervene. I guess I'm going to try to like jump over, like climb over the table and get in between them.
Yep, sure.
I guess it's athletics probably.
Because Gromman actually has a little bit more loyalty to his parents and,
Yeah.
sensibilities in general, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, you get over there. Yep.
Gromman, while he climbs over there and he's like, Thunk, stop.
He's looking past you. He's looking at the hopefully bloodied, beaten man standing behind
Well,
you.
Well, somewhat bloodied from the one hit, like the bruised and bloody
The
spot.
weak- but the weakened.
mostly it was just like weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
His family tries to help us.
His
He tries to help us.
Gromman, I mean, Thonk, you looking at Thonk, you see like a boiling hatred that has surfaced that you've probably not seen before.
Gromman's like, I know that rage. I have vengeance of my own.
Then
His
let me
kind-
take mine.
And some people of their friends have hurt my family too.
It's-
And my friends.
It's not about family. It's about our
But this
kind.
is not about him. This is about.
You're right. It's not
Okay.
about him. It's about what killing him will do for our people.
What will killing him do?
I mean, I feel like at this point, you want me to keep? Can we keep talking?
I'm allowing it to play out. I mean,
Okay.
Asher will act in time or whatever.
Okay.
I mean, I could totally jump in.
His-
I was just
His death leaves a vacuum for our people to rise, to no longer serve under the human suppressors of this city. This city belongs to our people.
And there's a way to do it, but not this way.
He does say, interjecting at this point, the city has never belonged to the orcs. It never belonged to the orcs. And you're trying to take over it in a act of violence is just going to incur the wrath of not only all the other city-states around, but once again, the Shadow Lords, who can then just twist this as a story, blaming everything that went wrong on them. They will be the ones. It is your brethren that'll die. It is Captain Gratz who will have his name torn from the walls and burned. They will all be lost and forgotten as just another group of mindless idiots, as sadly your people have allowed themselves, because of your mindset, your people have allowed themselves to be known as nothing more than a nuisance across every region, all over Faerun, every region. And your mindset is making this perpetuate. We're trying to elevate your kind. We're trying to give you a place where you can actually rule over others the correct way.
Let the thieves fight amongst themselves then.
Oh, I hate to interrupt, but Addo opened that chest. So what do we get?
Nice, Adam. How
Addo,
much damage does Adam
please
take?
make me a deck save.
Okay.
I like this little conversation that's coming on.
The little bolt that shoots out just barely slides past you, but now it's going straight at Rye because she's right behind you.
Oh shit.
No. I'm just kidding. So, it misses you. Nice. Good to go. And
Otto turns to Rye once the bolt flies by him. Does that happen with everyone?
More or less. And then she's like, open it.
and you guys start opening up and looking through and pulling things out.
Chest number 2, yeah.
Yep. So, so you say that, and he, it's only now that you realize that he has a weapon in his hands. He actually has a rapier in his hands. He had pulled it out, but he pulled it out as you were shoving it across the table, and your tension kind of was like being semi-pulled for a moment. He pulled it out discreetly and quickly, and he has it in his hands. And so when you say that, he nods and says, "Then I take my leave till you take yours." And he backs away slowly through the doorway, and out. And do you attack him as he goes? Or
Oh
do you
yeah,
just-
so just so I can, because some of the viewers seem confused as to why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah,
let me
absolutely.
just
It's because you're evil.
Well, yeah, I'm evil to the Lord Grumish, and all I care about is giving my people an opportunity to express their rage, create instability, and weaken a city, either from the darkness and letting the crime lords fight amongst one another, or from the top down. And this is giving me an opportunity to leave a power vacuum for all these people to fight one another. And if the orcs can get involved via any way that they see fit, then so be it. Like, for me, I don't give a shit about this guy or his family or his debt, basically.
So
And
yeah,
Robin
he
does.
sees a power. So I know exactly where Mathis is coming from. Too many years of spending time with him. What it is there is an obvious vacuum of power that would happen here. Yes, there is another thieves guild. Yes, there's the 7 golden swords. But the idea that maybe an all orc group can come out, and an all orc group comes out that's maybe not a thieves guild, maybe more of like a group of warriors that does exactly what this guy was saying. Instead of hiding in the shadows, but shines light into the eyes of the only other thieves guild in the city, and instead takes over the city. At first, with a little bit of subterfuge, is what he's getting at right now. But in the end, literally takes over the city, most likely killing every single solitary non-green/brown person here, and throwing them over the city walls or eating them because they
It's
do
just
that.
hard. It's hard to get across my plans.
This is Hitler.
I mean, he's Hitler. He's like a Sith Lord. He's a lot of different things.
To be fair, though, not only are orcs a superior race, but half orcs are too. Okay, half
Exactly,
orcs-
man. I'm half
Yeah.
superior race.
Yeah.
But half orcs are like half human, aren't they?
Yeah. So they're weaker, but that doesn't mean that they don't have some.
But you want to kill the other, so you're willing to kill the humans, but not the orcs.
Correct.
Yeah.
Even though the half orcs are tainted by the humans that you're trying to kill. as
Listen,
well.
I do what I can.
Elevated.
I'm
No, no,
just saying, I'm finding flaw in your mentality.
no.
And
You're
you are the flaw.
I'm elevating the half-orcs above the humans.
At least Hitler was dedicated. What you're doing is just half-assing it, basically.
Hey, whoa, I'm trying to kill this guy.
You're
Are we
half-assing your
defending
own.
Hitler? Did we devolve to defending Hitler at 1 a.m.?
That can't happen.
Like,
I swing with my mace. I hit him.
I'm sorry. He goes
But
to
before he
fight,
leaves-
but he had every intention of fighting you if he felt as though you were going to continue being aggressive. So if you look as though you're going to continue being aggressive, I will spend my turn attacking you.
Oh, I thought that was my attack of opportunity. Damn it.
No. He had every intention of fighting you if he could judge it. I will be fair and roll an insight check as to see whether or not this is a thing that'll happen, and I'll roll it open. But he had every intention of
Okay,
fighting
gotcha.
you if that was something you were for.
I misunderstood, that's all.
And you do your, I suppose, deception, even though you're not technically being deceptive.
I am not a very deceptive man either, clearly.
And he does oversee your deception, and so will instead choose to use his sword to like attack at you with a flourish, but he's actually technically disengaging.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And he's going to leave, and he's going to kind of like leave you to your own thoughts or whatever, and look to head out. And he says as he goes, perhaps you should think about this since all your friends are beaten and bloodied at the moment.
Well, this guy's not looking so hot. So he's just
Also
gone?
doesn't really have any friends.
Grumman is gonna kind of like move into the other room where he left,
Yeah, he like bolted.
and be like, "I'll let this slide, but only because I owe your father. Next time, the outcome may be different."
You said it to him?
Yeah,
Like he did something wrong?
yeah, he's talking smack.
He just got almost killed, and he says, "Okay."
No, let
He just
Grommen go,
said
Grommen.
that my people. He was just talking smack about my people.
Considering
That's why I turned my
Grommen just
character.
saved him,
Originally, I was
pretty-
defending him. Originally, I was defending him,
Yeah.
and that's what I was looking at. You know, I was looking at Thonk, and then as soon as he started talking smack about the orcs, I turned around. And I was like, "What, son?"
Oh, yeah. He was saying how orcs have a long history of being self-fulfilling prophecies. They have a long history of being, they more or less, every time they get into a position where they can do well for themselves, somebody like a Thonk comes along and says, "I see an opportunity to kill everybody around me and become better than everybody else." And he's like, "Why are you doing this? Why don't you just take the
But
opportunity?"
it was the words, the way that he said it.
But
Yeah.
he said it like
He
God.
worded it like we
Yes.
were
It offended.
savages.
It offended Grommen.
Absolutely. He has a silver tongue at times, but a hot temper. And so I understand, Maggie. My apologies. And so he leaves with your threatening words, and I think unless you guys are finished a conversation amongst yourselves, we will leave it at that. And I'm going to have to inform you of all the ridiculous loot you guys chose to take instead of patronage.
No, we took life-threatening loot
They're
out
just
of
like,
it.
yes.
Both of those chests would have killed us if we rolled wrong. That's some.
Totally
that's,
worth
it's
it.
gotta be good
Totally
shit.
worth it.
Has to be good shit.
Oh, man.
Fucking not get paid my ass.
What's in
Oh,
the box?
you're gonna get paid.
He didn't fucking pay me. I had to pay myself. By
Well, you
stealing.
stole from him.
Raya's exclusively had to pay herself our entire.
The whole time I've been self-employed. All right. I just want to clear that up.
I'm assuming if I tried to give chase, Grommen would get in the way.
I mean, it's more cool from a movie standpoint if you don't.
Just let him, get away.
Well,
Yeah.
and mechanically, he can move significantly faster than you.
Also, it's 10:04.
That's two.
Yeah.
All right, I fucking. I wanted him to die so bad.
So, just so because this character is effectively going to be leaving for a long period of time, something I thought it'd be fun to share with Mathis because he didn't know this. This character is not just based off of; it's actually a recycle of an old PC of mine's character, and that PC is actually Nick.
Oh, Jesus.
This is one of Nick's old
I
characters.
definitely want him dead then. Fuck
Yeah.
that guy.
Which is why you and Nick have never gotten along. Your characters never get along in game, Crichton. And so it was just really funny that as soon as I decided to use this NPC, I was like, I can almost guarantee that the first time they meet each other, Mathis is going to try to attack him.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
And like dominoes.
God, I
It worked perfectly.
Wins again.
Man, if only he had died, that would have been better. God.
Wait, so you can text him and be like, ha 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 ha.
No, I wanted to see the chaos ensue of leaving a power void just there, but that's all right. Well, good show, everybody. Good to have you back, Sam. It was a shit show without you.
I don't think I've ever done as much in an episode, like contribute wise, and until this episode. So
Awesome. Well, you
Sure.
found all of the party loot.
you did.
You killed
And
the
I
boss.
killed the guy.
Yep.
Yeah, I
you
mean-
died. Ans came back.
Mm-hmm.
And rolled, I think, 4
It's my
natural.
turn.
It's like a Lord of the Rings plotline all over again. It's great.
Oh God. All right. Well, next time we're gonna see where it is that this party ends up going, because that was the end of the line for them and Ashram. Let's see where it is that they go and how it is that they get there after this.
Yeah. Well,
So-
thanks everybody for coming by for the show. Week 7 in the books. Week 8 will be same bad time, same bad channel next week. Make sure you guys check out the Lost Initiative Twitter and the subreddit and all that stuff. There's like a big thread if you're new to D&D and you have questions. Scott's been doing what he can to answer them in like a big Are You New to D&D thread. We'll go around the room, go introduce where people can find you, what you guys are doing this week, and all that other stuff, starting as always with Sam. What are you doing this week, man? You're going to stream after this, right?
I am. I'm going to stream Arcade right after this. Actually have been in like a 3-hour queue to get into the server while we were playing, and I just
time.
jackpot. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that afterwards. I'm probably going to be streaming a lot of that this week. I'm going to try and Let It Die tomorrow on PS4 as well. If you want to come
Nice.
watch me play some games, you can find me on twitch.tv/strippin. I just normally stream around noon PST. Or you can tweet me about the show or anything else at strippin on Twitter.
Beautiful. Bear, what you got going on this week, man?
Hello, everybody. I am finishing off our Open Legend mini-series, another tabletop game I'm doing over on twitch.tv/hyperrpg on Friday. Also going to be doing our, more than likely, our Game of the Year episode of Roundtable Podcast
Yeah.
on Friday as well. That's at noon on Friday, twitch.tv/Roundtable Podcast. And I am Bear Taffy, BAER Taffy on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube.
Beautiful. Maggie, where can people find you? What are you doing this week? What's going on?
I am actually going to be streaming also right after this, and I'm kind of really finishing the Dishonored 2 series. I know I've been kind of behind on that compared to other people. I know people have done it right after, but hey, man, I got a full-time job.
You gotta
you
do
know?
I've
gotta
never
do.
even played them, so you're ahead of me.
They're good. I think you would like them.
But yeah, I'm over at twitch.tv/Margaret Crone. I stream over there, and then I've been doing Vlogmas over on my YouTube channel /Margaret Crone also. You can follow me on Twitter as well and all the other social medias if you want to keep up with all the things that I'm doing.
Beautiful. Scott, what's going on, man?
Oh, well, it's 10% off at Babies R Us on Thursdays, so you can always find me there.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, good stuff.
And you know, Twitter at Daleric. And as Mathis had said, I am usually on the subreddit to try to answer any questions that people might have. So please feel free to go over there and shoot, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Awesome. And you guys can find me over at twitter.com/MathisGames, youtube.com/JudgeMathisGames, or youtube.com/MathisGames. Links are all for everybody are in chat if you want to go follow some people. I'm not doing anything. I returned to the Long Dark on the Mathis Games channel, having a lot of fun with that. And then not this Friday, but next Friday, the final episode of Star Wars Month on Judge Mathis is coming out on Republic Commando. So if you enjoyed that game, got a review coming out for that. Thank you guys so much. We'll be back next week with week 8, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.